There are many reasons why companies fire employees, but for a number of staff, the employers don't need a reason. Some toxic behavior just warrants termination. Here are the top 20 employees who were exposed and fired for doing stupid things. Ryanair fires cabin crew. Ryanair Employee Management System fired 6 employees after they were caught on camera sleeping on the floor of an airport in Spain. The Guardian reported that a number of Ryanair flights were grounded in the Malaga airport in Spain because of storms in the Portuguese city of Porto. CNN reported that security cameras at the airport captured footage of a number of crew members posing for the photo. They voluntarily got into sleeping positions, and once the photo was taken, they got up and continued walking around. Delivery driver. This guy pulls up to a home, carries packages to the property's entry, then trips over a pumpkin that had formed part of a Halloween display. What happens next is both concerning and spooky. He starts destroying the entire display. Just when you think he's calmed down enough to leave, his pent-up anger boils to the surface again and he destroys even more of the display. He paces the property's owner's deck, knocking things over and kicking pumpkins left and right and center. Definitely, management fired him for not taking a trick so well. Dumb daycare workers. In 2013, a daycare worker and manager in Virginia were fired after another worker posted disturbing photos of children in their care to their Instagram page. One of the images showed a dejected-looking 2-year-old in a high chair. The manager then commented, "He's thinking because short can't talk." This was in reference to the child's speech development delay. Another child's photo was uploaded and compared to Mater from the film Cars due to his protruding front teeth. Ultimately, the fact is, when one of the parents of those children saw the images, they were furious and the workers had to go. Burger King foot lettuce. An anonymous online platform user posted a picture of himself standing in 2 containers of lettuce with his shoes on. He identified himself as a Burger King employee, saying, "This is the lettuce you can eat at Burger King." The photo didn't reveal the user's identity or even store location, but that didn't stop the restaurant from being quickly pointed out. They used the picture's data to point out it was taken at the Mayfield Heights Burger King in Ohio. Some internet users then located local news outlets and the Burger King franchise's manager. He got booted. Public tweet for drug. It was almost like Sunith Bathikara wanted to be fired when he hit Twitter looking for a dealer to deliver drugs to his workplace. The public tweet put out a call for, quote, "Any dealers in Vahan to come to Kyo Lang? Staff, Mr. Lube." After several days, the man realized it probably wasn't the brightest idea to put his request out in a tweet. It was retweeted by the York Regional Police, who said, "Awesome, can we come too?" And the mechanic lost his job and hopefully his appetite. Selfies with dying patients. Tatiana Kulikova served as a paramedic in Kirov, Russia. She enjoyed her work, if by work we mean taking selfies in the ambulance with unconscious and sometimes dying patients and posting them on Instagram. She also took the time to add helpful captions and titles and strike creative poses. In one photo, for instance, which she called "Another Moron," she is flipping the bird toward a man who had been in a car accident. She captioned another photo of a man having a heart attack with, "How I hate my job." Luckily for her, she no longer has it. A blackface Halloween costume. 2 white guys named William Filene and Greg Semino decided to join forces on a horrifically offensive Halloween costume. One got to dress up as their racist vigilante hero, and the other got to wear blackface. Caitlin Semino, a Massachusetts mother of 2, then posed with the 2 numbskulls and posted the deeply disturbing on Instagram. It is so awful that we're not including it in this post. A Facebook user named Stop Blackface on Halloween contacted her employer and was told she'd already been sent packing. The Jeb Bush employee. Ethan Cahor was the Chief Technology Officer for Jeb Bush's Political Action Committee, Right to Rise. He was forced to step down over some offensive tweets. The committee's employee management started deleting the social media trail he had left behind, but it was too late. Screenshots had been taken. In a uniquely American twist, Cahor went on to invent an app that scans your social media accounts for things that could get you fired or force you to resign. He would know best. Paula Deen does it again. Paula. Deen is the most racist celebrity chef ever, or at least the most racist one we know of. When it was revealed that she was a racial slur aficionado, Deen lost deals and contracts with the Food Network, Smithfield Foods, Walmart, Target, QVC, Caesars Entertainment, JCPenney, Sears, Kmart, and her then publisher Ballantine Books. After the expose, the HuffPost revisited a Times talk Deen did in 2012. In the talk, she mentioned black folk were such an integral part of our lives during the Civil War. They were like family. She referred to African Americans as these people and workers. JetBlue flight attendant. Back in 2010, Stephen, who worked for JetBlue, was preparing for a flight from Pittsburgh International Airport to JFK International Airport. A passenger hit him in the head with their luggage and refused to apologize. Immediately, a switch flipped in Stephen's head. He used the speaker to tell the passenger off, took 2 beers from the galley, then activated the emergency exit chute to disembark the plane. The interesting fact is, he knew full well he was also disembarking from his career. Eventually, he got arrested and obviously fired from the job. Coin flip arrest. In 2018, 2 Roswell police officers lost their jobs after using a coin flip app to decide whether to arrest or release members of the public. The 2 were immediately placed on administrative leave, but were fired weeks later. It all started when they responded to a reckless driving call. They pulled over a woman in a Mercury Sable who explained that she had been running late for work. They called on the coin toss app saying A for heads and R for tails, A referring to arrest and R for release. We hope their firing served to protect the public from unfair treatment. Cop steals from Goodwill. In 2012, a security camera nabbed a police officer stealing clothing donated to a Goodwill store. The video showed him placing some of those items in the back of his police cruiser. He reverses up to the Goodwill door just after 10 p.m., checks out the items in the bags, opens the back, and puts a few things in his car. The officer in question decided to retire before the investigation came to a head. He saved his backside and hopefully learned a lesson. The racist assistant. A Georgia school teacher's aide was fired after reportedly posting offensive messages about the then First Lady on her Facebook page. Jane Wood Allen was terminated by the Forsyth County School District for multiple posts in which she referred to Michelle Obama as a gorilla. Allen reportedly wrote, "This poor gorilla. How is she going to function in the real world not having all of her luxurious vacations paid for anymore?" By daybreak, Allen was no longer assisting at the school. We hope these videos are helping shape your work and social ethics, so to say. The bankers and ISIS. 6 HSBC bankers in Birmingham, England were fired for reenacting a mock ISIS beheading. One of the bank employees, the one who nabbed the coveted leading role of the beheaded victim, rocked an orange jumpsuit as he knelt in front of his 5 colleagues, who delivered a stellar performance as supporting ensemble in black tracksuits and balaclavas. They were fired after the super insensitive clip circulated online. In their defense, the cast alleged the video was reportedly made during a work-sponsored team-building exercise. And I guess you can only do so many trust falls before it becomes boring and, quite frankly, dangerous. Drop us a comment with your thoughts. Joked about prison rape. Michael Allred, a Maryland state statistics official and police liaison, had only been on the job for a few weeks when he updated his Facebook status, thus, "Visiting the prisons. Haven't been groped this much since the flight on the honeymoon, and this is just the guards." Because he was so diligent and meticulous, Allred tagged his boss, as well as the exact prison he was visiting, writing, "With Steve Moyer at Maryland House of Correction." It was the tagged boss who went on to relieve Allred of his no doubt important duties. He was also ordered to remove that post from his Facebook page. DOMINO'S employee. Imagine biting into a slice of pizza that someone had blown their nose on. 2 employees were fired after being caught in the act. In 2009, the 2 individuals working at a North Carolina Domino's store were also facing felony charges after video footage was discovered of them carrying out some pretty horrific acts on pizza. They passed gas on salami, sneezed and blew their noses on the foods they handled, and even stuffed cheese up their nostrils, which they later used in customers' meals. They were held on $7,500 bail. The radio jockey who tweeted a dirty joke. Former Major League pitcher turned radio personality Mike Bassick had a Twitter meltdown after his beloved Dallas Mavericks were defeated by the San Antonio Spurs. His contribution to the conversation? Congrats to all the dirty Mexicans in San Antonio. At first, Sports Radio 310 The Ticket suspended him indefinitely for his racist comments. They then fired him. Bassick was semi-remorseful, telling ESPNDallas.com, "Obviously I made a terrible mistake. It was very bad and stupid on my part." But he was mostly full of it. When you tweet like I did, you can't see the sarcasm. It's not a good joke. You can't tell if it was pure hate or sarcasm. We're with him on the not a good joke part. Gold miners shaken off. Australian miners were fired for dancing the Harlem Shake underground. An Australian mining service fired up to 15 workers who performed an underground version of the Harlem Shake and posted it online. This was their second incident of the internet dance craze, which sparked safety concerns. The video was viewed thousands of times, and the workers captioned it with "a bit of fun." Well, that bit cost them their jobs, as the mine owner Barminco said they breached their core values of safety, integrity, and excellence. KFC Workers Fired. But first, do us a favor. Click that like button to inspire us. Subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell, and you won't miss any interesting videos. Done then? Let's go. 3 young KFC workers learned a lesson the hard way. In 2008, they posted photos of them using a KFC restaurant's dishwasher as a hot tub to Myspace. The 3 girls who had been working without a manager ended their night by filling up the sink in the Anderson, California store and stripping down to their bikinis. They then got into the sink and took selfies before putting them on the internet for the world to see. They captioned the post with the words, "Ha ha ha, KFC showers." The girls were subsequently fired by Human Resources Management. Rookie anchor. AJ Clement's first day on the job at KFYR-TV in North Dakota ended up being his last. The anchor appeared to suffer from a really bad case of nerves. "That couldn't have gone any worse," Clement tweeted after the broadcast had begun with him swearing live on camera. He was immediately suspended and later fired. Clement didn't realize his microphone was on when he uttered the words F and S seconds before anchor Van Tew introduced him as the newest member of the station's news team. What an anger management skill. Which one shocked you the most? Do you know of any similar instances? Let us know in the comments below. Like always, if you enjoyed it, be sure to give us a big thumbs up and leave us some love in the comments section. To keep up to date with all of our awesome videos, be sure to hit subscribe and turn your notifications on to never miss a thing. Until next time, do take care of yourself.